I'm pretty sure you already know it's not the training, the cycling, the running, that actually makes you fitter, stronger, whatever. It's the way you recover, and particularly one aspect of that: sleep. In this video, I'll look at not only my sleep habits, but other things I've introduced to my daily routine, which I think helped me as an older athlete.
It is almost impossible to overstate the importance of sleep. Look online and you will find lots of facts about how our bodies need it. A 2014 study found young athletes who slept less than 6 hours a night were more than 2.5 times more likely to get injured. Goodness knows what that translates into as you get older. We can do without decent sleep short term, but long term, no. Study after study shows we need 7.5 to 8.5 hours a night. You can read dozens of books that advise on how you can get a good night's sleep. You can track your sleep on a smartwatch, although mine always seems to be a bit wrong. Here, I'm going to share my routine, not because I think I'm right, but because it might give you a few ideas. Well, firstly, if I have an early start for work or I want to do a long training session early morning, I go to bed around 9 p.m. and I sleep separate to my wife here in our back bedroom. She doesn't disturb me when she comes to bed, and I don't disturb her getting up. Our internet router is on a timer and it automatically switches off early. No late nights in front of screens. We rarely heat this end of the house, and the bedroom window in our main room, it always stays open most of the day and all night. We're very rural, so all we hear is a river. There's very little traffic. Thick lined curtains for long bright summer nights. Now Liz's body runs much hotter than mine, so we found the best way to cope with our differences is this. We have a double duvet at a warmth that suits her, plus a single duvet underneath for me. We tried the Scandinavian style of 2 singles, and that just didn't work. For winter, a heated under blanket takes the chill off the bed, then we put it off. Now the bit you might consider weird. For the last few months, I've been putting tape across my lips to encourage me to breathe through my nose, not through my mouth. I was waking with a dry mouth, and after trying some medication, which failed, my GP suggested a book called Breathe. There's a link in the video description. I've never seen myself looking like this. Why am I putting this on video? There is much more to this nose breathing than you might think.
You still with me? Not too weirded out yet? Okay, good. Well, the next time you are out for a ride or a run and you're trying to stay in zone 2, try just breathing through your nose. You don't have to do all the taping business. When I was training for triathlon, my coach was a huge exponent of nose breathing. It brings with it a host of benefits. It warms and it filters the air that's coming into your lungs. It seems to get more oxygen into your brain and to your muscles. And for me at least, it helps me stay in zone 2. So try it. I'll be interested to know what you think.
Now I have realised how daft I look. I wonder how Liz keeps a straight face, but apparently this stops me snoring. Although I do now find bits of tape all over the bed in the morning. Still, I persist because I feel it is starting to change my habit, and it's quite rare for me to wake with a dry mouth. And if you think this is just a crazy fad, search for nose breathing while running or check out the book I mentioned. It's linked in the video description.
Exercise and sleep are the 2 most powerful things you can do, not only for your body, but for your brain. Statistically at least, they help to keep dementia at bay. If strength training is a major component of that exercise, then you're doing even better. I decided to do something extra that is less strenuous, but challenging, fun, and practical. I'm learning a new language, in my case French. It is 47 years since I last learned French. God. And initially it felt like starting from scratch, but I aim to spend at least 15 minutes a day doing that. I've made it a priority first thing in the day, and I've got a streak going of well over a year on my Duolingo. My main hope is that, unlike things where you can, learn the technique of how to do it, a language is constantly taking you a bit further, constantly stretching you. So I hope it's creating new neural pathways in my aging brain, firing up a few neurons. And it has the other benefit that occasionally I bump into French visitors here in Scotland, and it's great to be able to converse.
Older athletes develop all kinds of weaknesses and imbalances unique to our bodies. My physiotherapist devised a series of exercises for mine, especially for my glutes, and I have these on laminated sheets I can work through before I head out on the bike or run. Initially intended as rehab, and I think of these as prehab, trying to catch problems before they start. With Recover Athletics, you get strength and mobility prehab sessions delivered through your phone. Some of these seem a little basic to me, but if you're a premium Strava member, the app is free and is well worth checking out. It will even nag you after exercise to do a little recovery stretching. And once a week, I'll do an Eckhart yoga class. Liz Does More and has an annual subscription to this platform, but there are free classes to get started with on their YouTube channel. Links again in the video description.
One of the great things about doing this series is how many of you have shared your experiences and your fitness ideas with me. So if you've only just watched this, please do check the comments for other people's contributions, and please make one of your own. We can all learn from each other. Later in this series, I'm going to be seeking the advice of true experts who can help me improve. So please stay subscribed for that. This is where you will find this series to date, and I'm also going to keep trying to do the adventure cycling videos and podcasts. Until next time, goodbye.